Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Russell Westbrook announces notable project in Los Angeles. Russell Westbrook's stint with the Los Angeles Clippers has gone far better compared to his time with the Los Angeles Lakers. When Westbrook was traded to the Lakers, it was hailed as a homecoming for the Los Angeles native who grew up in the city. Westbrook rose to prominence at UCLA and would go on to have a decorated NBA career. Although the former MVP plays a much smaller role with the Clippers, he appears genuinely happy to be playing in his hometown. When Westbrook isn't on the basketball court, he can be seen at community and charity events as he's become well known for his generosity. It shouldn't come as a surprise that the guard is now looking to invest more in Los Angeles via his personal Instagram account. Proud to be investing in my community, South Central LA. We're building 180 affordable housing units, surrounded by community-centered businesses and anchored by Target. Real LA native, Westbrook wrote. In a city as dense as LA, it can be difficult to find housing that fits the needs and budgets of the local community, and Westbrook is doing his best to help alleviate the problem. There aren't many players in the league who would go to these sorts of lengths to provide for the city they play in, but Los Angeles obviously means a lot to Westbrook. Although he's known for his fierce attitude on the court, Westbrook is an entirely different person off of it, and it'll be exciting to see his plan for housing come to life in the coming years. Lakers news: Hall of Famer considers LeBron James the most impressive athlete ever. All-star Los Angeles Lakers combo forward LeBron James remains stunningly good even in his 21st NBA season. He's played more pro seasons than not in his 39 years on this planet. The ageless wonder was recently praised heavily on the Dan Le Batard show by none other than longtime James/Lakers rival Paul Pierce, a 10-time All-Star and Hall of Famer in his own right. "It's a joy to watch, man," Pierce raved. "And I think us as fans gotta really cherish it for however many more years LeBron can play at this level. 'Cause I'll tell you one thing, when I was like 34, I was waking up and it was hit or miss if I was gonna be ready for the game. And I'm looking at a dude who's 39, LeBron is probably the greatest athlete we've ever seen, just athlete. We've never seen nobody play at this level at this age. And, yeah, you could say, former New England Patriots and Tampa Bay Buccaneers All-Pro quarterback Tom Brady, he played until he was 40+, 45, to be precise, but he didn't have to run up and down the court, jump, go out there and dunk, guard. Across 51 contests thus far this season, James is averaging 25 points on .524/.401/.736 shooting splits, 7.9 assists, and 7.2 rebounds a night, while leading his Lakers to a decent 31-28 record overall, alongside fellow All-Star Anthony Davis. The Los Angeles Lakers have listed LeBron James, left ankle peroneal tendinopathy, as questionable, and Anthony Davis, bilateral Achilles tendinopathy, and Cam Reddish, right ankle sprain, as probably for the Wednesday night contest against the Los Angeles Clippers. Gabe Vincent, Christian Wood and Jared Vanderbilt all remain out with their respective injuries. LeBron has played in the last two contests after missing the Lakers' first game back after receiving treatment on his ankle during All-Star Weekend. He hasn't missed a beat since returning and even took on the task of defending Kevin Durant at times on Sunday against the Phoenix Suns. Davis hasn't missed a contest since the team returned from the All-Star break while still dealing with hip and groin issues over the past couple weeks. That hasn't stopped him from suiting up as of late, although he missed practice on Tuesday with a respiratory infection, which shouldn't keep him out of the game against the Clippers. Reddish still has yet to return from an ankle sprain and has missed the Lakers' last 14 games. He is said to be ramping up, however, after returning to practice on Tuesday. His presence defensively would undoubtedly be welcomed with the Clippers boasting the perimeter talent they have, and it looks like he should be able to return. The Clippers will be down one of those perimeter stars, however, as Paul George will miss his second consecutive game due to left knee soreness. The All-Star has been outstanding this season once again, and his presence will be missed by the Clippers both offensively and defensively. Regardless, the atmosphere inside Crypto.com Arena will be electric, as it always is when the Lakers and Clippers face off. The Lakers need a win after dropping 2 of 3 since the All-Star break and are in danger of dropping down in the standings. Meanwhile, the Clippers have alternated wins and losses over their past 8 games and are looking to re-establish themselves as one of the best teams in the West. With ace defender Jared Vanderbilt out and Cam Reddish still recovering from his ankle issue, LeBron James was tasked at times to step up and defend Kevin Durant on Sunday. With Kawhi Leonard on the horizon, LeBron will likely be needed again to take on some of that defensive workload, and he is willing to take that on. "I could pick my spots, for sure, when it comes to that," James responded when asked about taking on the challenge of defending other stars. "I know tendencies. Asking LeBron to take on that role regularly when he has so much on his plate offensively is too much, but at different points throughout the game, LeBron remains capable of defending at a high level when called upon." After trade rumors, Zach LaVine is out for the season. The Chicago Bulls will have problems at the trade deadline. The team, which hoped to involve Zach LaVine in exchange, at least, that's what the rumors suggested, announced that the player will miss up to 6 months of action. That's because LaVine will undergo surgery on his right foot soon. In other words, the athlete is unlikely to be available for negotiation. Although it is possible for a team to accept LaVine in exchange, his contract makes everything practically impossible. The player has an agreement until the 2025-26 season, as well as an option for the following campaign. In other words, as there is no forecast of the conditions for how the shooting guard will return to the court, no one should take any chances. In fact, it would be difficult even without the surgery, as Bulls management tried to negotiate with several franchises during the season. However, due to the need to get rid of the scorer and his contract, Chicago could even pay to trade the player. In short, to be able to dump your deal on another team, it would be necessary to send draft picks. But it won't happen. At least, for now. According to ESPN, Zach LaVine and his agency, Clutch Sports, decided on surgery. There was even hope that he would return to the court after the All-Star game, but there is a need to improve his value on the market. Thus, trade rumors involving Zach LaVine should continue into next offseason. The player did not have a great season until the moment of his injury, so the Bulls board was looking for partners for the negotiation to take place. In 25 games, he averaged 19.5 points, lowest since 2017-18, 5.2 rebounds and 3.9 assists, in addition to shooting 34.9% from the perimeter. Just as a comparison, after last season's All-Star game, he had 27.0 points, 4.7 assists and shot 39.4% from 3. As a result, he propelled the Bulls all the way to the play-in tournament. However, they fell to the Miami Heat and did not make the playoffs. The injury is in the same foot that he has suffered from pain since the beginning of the season. So, it's not something the Bulls and the other teams didn't know about. Perhaps that would be the main reason why no one wants to negotiate with Chicago so far. Although the most optimistic forecast is 4 months, there is not enough time for Zach LaVine to return to the court in 2023-24. The regular phase ends in April, while the playoffs end in June. After he recovered from surgery, the Lakers already expressed interest in hiring Zach LaVine. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation, Zach LaVine? Leave your opinion in the comments.